So 1 minute you're out here doing the New York Marathon, running like a person who clearly is not very athletic. You know, the next minute you're like, hey, what are we doing here? You know, I'm making the Love album, you guys. Anybody who helped me on the Love album, I just want to say thanks. Oh, and then we're giving tributes to Kim Porter. This one is gold, okay? Like, listen to this. This is like, hey, man, anybody who was on this album with me.
To hit you in a certain part of your soul, to elevate you, and to bring the love out of you. It was made by the best producers, best artists, best singers, best songwriters. And I want to thank everybody that helped this album, everybody that listens to.
I have to pause that because I don't want to get hit with that copyright, dog. But anybody who ever made love to this album, anybody who was a part of it, I just want to say thank you and congratulations. We made magic. Hey, when was that? February 4th. Hey, all of them are all. Hey, can you get me off your X account? You know, so like that's what you're doing. That's your life. And then all of a sudden, right? All of a sudden, shabam! Bam! Wait, Jesse, what does this mean? Whoop! Diddy hit with a wave of 120 new assault allegations. And there's a big surprise when it comes to this one, okay? Like, this is not just your average assault allegations when it comes to Diddy. You know, like, because normally it's a grown-up. Some of these, I got to be honest, some of these allegations are absolutely ludicrous. You know, because they're like, I am a professional escort that has sex for money. But in Diddy's case, you know that billionaire that I let hire me for 100 different freak-offs? Well, now that he's in jail, I've decided that I was coerced and I need to sue him for lots more money. Your credibility is not very good. So it's not like one of those, right? In this case, they're children. Correct. You heard that right. They're children. Okay. So yeah, we have escalated this story to a completely different ball game. We're talking about kids now. All right. 9 years old. The youngest one. 9. Okay? 9. So we're going to get into that story. But in case you guys did not hear this, okay, this is very important. Okay? So yesterday we did the video about the, there's something being shopped around and there's a bigger A-list celebrity than Diddy in the tape. Well, guess what? We figured out who it is. Okay? We know who it is. And you will find that out when you go to Play With Matches, which is our other channel that I do with Gabrielle. The link is in the description because we dropped that information in that video, in our most recent video. I guess it should be out actually by the time I do this. If it's not, you need to go follow that channel, and I am going to drop that video later tonight, and it'll straight up just be like, here you go. This is who it is. Actually, we're probably going to drop that tomorrow. Either way, go follow that channel, and you will find out who is in that freak-off video that has been shopped around that's a bigger A-list celebrity than Diddy. And believe it or not, it is a bigger A-list celebrity than Diddy, okay? But getting back to here, what's this? What am I looking at? Oh, this is a different thing. It's about whatever. We're doing this one. In this one. This is the one that we are doing in this video. Now, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I appreciate you guys doing that. And let's jump right in. All right, watch this little news conference. Let's do it.
Diddy Combs. Major new allegations today of sexual assault and exploitation by Combs. For the first time, we are hearing about victims who say they were minors when they were allegedly assaulted by the music star. The youngest allegedly just 9 years old. The allegations were revealed today by attorneys representing more than 100 alleged victims who are preparing to sue. So let's bring in NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas right now. So Chloe, we know there is currently a press conference underway. We do have a live picture of that. Can you just walk us through these new allegations and tell us if we've heard from Combs yet?
So the individual that you see on the screen right now, that is an attorney based.
Spoiler, you have not heard from Combs because you guys aren't going to believe this. He's in jail. He's in jail. You definitely have not heard from him. But let's continue.
Of Houston, Texas, and his name is Tony Busby. He's been a part of some very well-known litigation over the years involving a BP oil spill, even involving the Astroworld Music Festival crisis where some individuals were killed during a stampede. So he has made headlines before, but this is pretty shocking. So he claims is claiming right now at this press conference that he has had over 3,000.
Look at Diddy right there.
Individuals reach out.
Sorry, I talked over that. What he said was he's had 3,000 individuals reach out to him with stories of assault from Diddy, and they're taking on 120 of them. Now, I want you to just think about that for a second. Just think about how many people 3,000 is, and then start asking yourself, what the hell are they doing calling this guy, right? Like, how does this happen? Because we'll get into that.
Out to his law firm in Houston, Texas, that he and his team have been vetting these claims, that now they are representing over 120 accusers, and that over the next 30 days, they will begin to file different civil suits, that this is not a class action lawsuit, that they are going to continue to vet these allegations, but right now they feel strong about these. So he also said today that it's not just Combs that will be named as a defendant, that there will be other high-profile individuals, some household names. He says, quote, many powerful people, there are many dirty secrets.
So just to make sure you understand what this guy just said, okay? Let me break that down for you. He's representing 120 people out of 3,000, okay? 3,000 people brought these allegations. 3,000. He picked the best 120 that are most likely to equal bread for the people who are suing. And he said that there are going to be a lot of high-profile people who are going to be brought into these situations. Now, let me tell you how I think this is going to shake out. But more so, let me tell you what's going on behind the scenes for those types of people right now. Okay, that's them pooping their pants, okay? That's them soiling themselves because they know exactly who they are. If you've done dirty deeds with Diddy, you know who you are. And you know they're coming for you. They're coming for you, dude. Okay? Doesn't mean that I think you did anything wrong. I mean, listen, if you touched a kid, if you touched a kid, you are getting exactly what you deserve the second that you get buried in a hole forever. Okay? Forever. Okay? 6 feet deep while you're still alive. That could be the end of your life. But if you just went to one of these Diddy parties and, I don't know, a bunch of Instagram models were there, they were like, hey, do you think that I could spend some time with you? And they're like, you mean let me use your body as a jizz rag? And they're like, that's exactly what I meant, actually. That is exactly what I meant. But will you keep my phone number after? They're like, nah. They're like, that's fine. You still can. Actually, there's no limitations. I was going to let you do all of this stuff anyway, and you definitely can. What do you want to do first? They're like, I don't know. It's not as hot if you ask me that. Why don't you just pretend like you have to think about it? What do you mean I don't have to think about it? But pretend like you do, you know? Pretend like I have to talk you into it. Yeah, but you don't have to talk me into it. I'm completely down. Yeah, I get it. Stop saying that, okay? It's hotter if you play hard to get. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's not working. I need a different girl. You know? So even if those were the circumstances, you're still screwed because no one's going to believe you guys. You know, you're famous celebrities. No one's going to believe you. Your reputation is not going to recover from Instagram OnlyFans. Even if there's an OnlyFans model that, you know, strips naked, you look at her and you watch her talk, you're like, you're telling me this girl did not want to have sex with Jay-Z? You know what I mean? Like, really? That sounded like a terrible time for you? Okay, I'm looking at your Instagram. You were eager to jump on rapper dick. Let's be honest here, okay? Don't try to tell me that you weren't. It doesn't even matter if those are the circumstances. They said, like, now, if you have affiliation with Diddy, you're fucked, okay? They're coming for you. If you think they're not, you're wrong. They probably already are coming for people, right? Like, anybody, like, this is what I'm saying. 3,000 people coming to this guy. You want to know what that means? It means that they are doing outreach. They are looking for victims to represent. Obviously, it's a financial incentive. That's the way the system works. Okay. So if they get a credible allegation with any kind of communication verifying this from an accuser, and you're talking about a big name celebrity who has a lot to lose, they're going to take that case because not only are they going to be able to sue Diddy, like Diddy's not going to have money for all these people. I mean, I know everybody thinks, no, Diddy's a billionaire. Diddy was a billionaire. Okay? Diddy was a billionaire. Do you understand that, like, this kind of thing gets unraveled very quickly? You know, it's like, no, he's a billionaire because, and you're all, exactly. Let's walk through his assets and you walk me into how he was getting to $1 billion. And I'm telling you that in a lot of cases, what you're going to find are ownership stakes or revenue share stakes that have been taken away from him. Okay? Or are in companies that no longer have value because of their association with him. Okay? But if you got Jay-Z on the hook also, you got some other guys got a big net worth also. They're going to come get you. All right. So that is what's coming. Now let's get into the claims of the kids though, because this is a completely different ball game.
He says that his team has collected pictures, video, and that the allegations include violent sexual assault or rape, facilitated sex with a controlled substance, dissemination of video recordings, and sexual abuse of minors. So this was something else that they talked about, that there are 25 accusers who were allegedly minors at the time that these allegations took place starting in 1991, span all the way up over 2 decades. He also talks about where these individuals...
Wait a minute. That's only like 1 minor per year. I mean, let's not be unreasonable, right? I mean, he's only doing 1 minor a year. That's obviously a joke, okay? This guy is finished. He's going to prison and he's going to vomit all of his money to accusers like this. That's what's going to happen. Let's continue, though, because I'm sure there's a lot more that's going to be breaking really well for Diddy, said no one ever.
Are from. He said that they hail from more than 25 states, New York, California, Florida. We know that Diddy had a residence in Miami, Georgia. We've reached out to Sean Combs' legal team for comment. They have not yet responded. Combs is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn while he is awaiting trial on the New York indictment, where he is charged with racketeering, sex trafficking, and prostitution charges. Now, I also just want to point out that they also claim that 62% of these individuals are identifying as an African American, and that they are evenly split between female accusers and male accusers, and Clay. So this is very interesting. And he said that look, I know that everybody expected me today or wanted me to name other high profile individuals. He says, I'm not going to do that today, but it will come at some point. He says that these names will shock you.
Oh, wow. Weird.
I mean, shocking detail.
Hey, he was going to name other high profile names. Like, gee, why do you think he's not going to name those high profile names that are going to shock you? Spoiler alert. It's because he can't extort money from them if he names their name, okay? The anonymity of them is what they are willing to pay to remain the case, right? So, like, if you have a video or you have proof that, I don't know, some enormous star put their fingers inside of a child, okay? Let me tell you what those guys are going to be willing to do to make sure that no one ever finds that out, okay? Lots of money. The second that you put that out in the media, your ability to extort that person gets reduced by 80% because the story's already out, right? So that's what that means, right? That's exactly what that means. But again, half boys, half girls, 25 minors of 120 new accusers, and they're bringing cases against all these guys, including a smorgasbord of new famous celebrities. Good luck, fellas, okay? Good luck dealing with this. I am so glad that I am not a famous rapper that ended up in some kind of freaky deaky situation with P. Diddy, because let me tell you, that's just about the last goddamn place that you would ever want to be ever. And again, I just want to reiterate, if they got 3,000 people who have reached out to them with information like that, I mean, there is no question. They are farming cases. They are only taking the most credible people, okay? They could probably bring cases for half of them. So for every one of these people that brings them a case, they're like, okay, they're only taking 1 out of every 10 because they're like, the one is bulletproof. This one is bulletproof. This one is bulletproof. This one is bulletproof. They're having a very discerning eye for which ones they're going to take. And my God, these people are going to get F-U-K'd. Okay. By the way, that's how you spell fucked. If you don't want to put the C in there. Now, for those of you who have stayed this long, you guys are my real fans. And so I'm going to tell you something, okay? Leonardo DiCaprio has been tied very directly to Diddy recently. And I want you to think of women that he's been tied to that might be kind of relevant to people on my channel. Did he date someone that Logan Paul is married to and has a kid with ever? You know, I feel like he did. I feel like Nina Agdal is Leo's ex-girl. I wonder how Nina would have managed a night at a white party. I wonder if she would have let people run a train on her. You know, I wonder if she would have had an incredible time with those celebrities at a white party. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know if she was there. I'm just saying, like, if she was, I need penis inside of me. I wonder how she would have done. I wonder if Diddy has been inside of her. I really honestly do. Now, I also wanted to show you guys this, okay? So I did a video about Sean Strickland earlier, and he was, he's going off on MGK. And so if you look at this, right? You look at this story, okay? So here's Machine Gun Kelly. Here's Diddy, right? Now, here's more information on Diddy, MGK, whatever. I mean, look at this, dude. That's that's Megan Fox and her 3 sons. Okay, this is the group that we're talking about. These are Megan Fox's 3 sons. Now look, if she wants to dress her sons like girls, do what you got to do. But I mean, what's up with these Hollywood weirdos, man? Why are they such fucking weirdos? What's wrong with just raising a boy, dude? Are you guys that like simple-minded? Well, I don't want to be like an outsider. You don't want to be an outsider by letting your boy grow up a boy? No, I don't. Right. You think maybe you should move? You should move, man. LA is not cool. You guys don't realize it. You're not the cool kids anymore. You're the fucking nerds. Okay? Internet kids are the cool kids. I'm the cool kids. Me and my crew, we're the cool kids. You're the nerds. You guys are the weirdos. Okay? No one is looking at you guys being like, oh man, I wish that I could be a movie star. They're like, I wish I could be an internet star, because internet people get to just be themselves and not be fucking weirdos who are getting brainwashed by Twitter. Okay? Like, I have 3 girls. I am not going to let them be boys because they're not boys. Weirdos, man. Anyway, oh my God, that video is so funny. I wish I could show it. Sounds gay, I'm in. Oh man, I'm going to do a whole other video about MGK and Diddy tomorrow, and a very, very crazy case that's going on. I don't even want to tell you too much about it. A dead girl, though. Okay? You rest assured, tomorrow, I am going to drop a video that's going to blow your mind about a dead girl from a yacht party with a very specific rapper that you guys have probably heard of. So you can look for that tomorrow. But don't, listen, actually, that's all I'm going to say about it. Look for that tomorrow.